Hey guys, what's up? RascalRyan521 here, bring back another video for you, and today this is going to be doing a different video than my usual videos. This is going to be my top 10 movies of 2016. I'll probably call it my top 10 favorite movies of 2016, I think, because I don't want to say these are the best movies of the year. In fact, I'm not even ranking them based on quality, I'm ranking them based on enjoyment, rewatchability, you know, I mean, obviously, in terms of quality as well, too, but, you know, there's movies on here that are probably going to win Oscars that aren't ranked as high as other movies that aren't going to be nominated for any Oscars at all, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm just going to kind of get right into it. I don't know if people really care about this at all. I don't know if people really care about my movie views, but I'm a huge movie buff. It's something I've kind of, you know, I've been trying to get into, I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, with my future, my career, whatever, but I would like to maybe pursue some sort of career in film. At least that's just a thought of mine. I don't know, I was thinking something maybe like a camera operator or something behind the scenes, because movie is just something about it. It's like my favorite pastime. It's a great escape for me. I love them. And it's something that my dad's really helped get me into in the last year. So it's kind of been a hobby of mine, movie watching and analyzing and, you know, ranking them and everything. I just love it all. So yeah, getting onto the list, like I said, I don't know if people really care about this at all, but I'm just doing this list for myself because I'm a big movie buff. So quickly before we jump into the list of my top 10 favorite movies of the year, I want to start off with the two movies I wanted to see that I did not get a chance to see. Or actually three of them. Hell or High Water, which is of course the one, I believe Chris Pine was in it, the one about the two bank robbers. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde type of story, I heard. That one looked really good, but it kind of slipped under my radar. I remember wanting to see it when I heard the previews and then hearing some of the reviews, and then it just kind of left theaters before I had a chance to see it. Moonlight, I really wanted to see. I don't think that one was a really wide release, so unfortunately I didn't get a chance to see that one. I'm hearing some things that one might get nominated for quite a few Oscars this year, so I really would like to see that before the Oscars come up. And then Patriots Day, which hasn't even come out yet, but I know a few critics have done reviews. I know it's coming out in January, so if it is as good as I think it will be, or as I'm hearing it is, you'll probably see it on my 2017 list. I'm actually a pretty fan of the director, as you'll see later on in the top 10, so, and then just a quick few honorable mentions. I got 3 honorable mentions before we get started on the list that almost made the cut. Those are The Nice Guys, you know, Ryan Gosling, Russell Crowe, hilarious movie, really wanted to put this would be like my number 11 if I extended on the 10. The Magnificent Seven and Hardcore Henry, 2 movies that I just both really enjoyed this year. I thought were a lot of fun action movies, but of course, them just being action movies, I don't know if I really want to put them on my top 10 favorite of the year list. So we're gonna get started right away here after I take a sip of water, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking. All right. So starting off with number 10, we have got War Dogs. And War Dogs I thought was great. I thought Miles Teller and Jonah Hill had really good chemistry in this movie. It's crazy to think that this actually happened in real life, you know, this whole gun running thing, this whole business they had set up, you know, and then, you know, it was really, they played it off in a kind of like dark comedy way, and I really liked that. I liked the tone of this movie. And some of the lines were great, you know, like when, you know, Miles Teller's like, is this legal? And Jonah Hill's like, it's not illegal, you know? And like I said, it's crazy to think this is a true story. So I thought this was a really fun kind of throwback to, you know, like those, the 90s, mob movies that they would do, where they would show like their rise to power and then their downfall. You know, it was kind of like the fun mob movie of the year, I would say, even though it's not really a mob movie, but it's kind of in that same, I guess you'd say, genre. Number 9, we have a huge departure from that last one in terms of the kind of movie it is, and that is Finding Dory. I thought this one did a great job bringing back the characters from Finding Nemo. I think they did a really good sequel. I think, you know, a lot of people might were worried about disappointment, but I think they did really well with this one. Pixar knocks it out of the park yet again. I loved it. Especially with Finding Nemo being my favorite animated movie of all time, probably. It's like tied with The Lion King. Those are like my top 2. So yeah, Finding Dory. I liked Hank the octopus, or what do they call him again? They had 7 tentacles. I can't remember what the term they used for it was again, because I can't remember the prefix for 7. I know it's oct for 8, and then is 7 sect? Is it sectopus? I think it was sectopus, yeah. So I thought he was great, and yeah, I really liked it. So Finding Dory was great fun movie for the summer. Number 8, we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I was really, really pleasantly surprised with this one. You guys probably didn't know that I was that I saw this one, because you guys know I used to love doing Harry Potter stuff on my channel. So I actually saw this movie and I really liked it. It's kind of inspired me to go back and rewatch the Harry Potter films again. I will probably do that within the next coming months, and maybe that'll inspire me to do more Harry Potter mocks again. For those of you that don't watch my channel frequently, I do Lego mocks, which is like, you know, when you build your own creation of something. So I might be doing my I might be doing some more Harry Potter related stuff then. And this movie also has a special place in my heart for, I won't go into details, but it seems like every time I bring her up, every time I bring her up, I have something new to say, like, in terms of our relationship. But my girlfriend that I dated throughout 8th grade and freshman year, and then who moved away during my sophomore year, actually moved back to school this year during my junior year, and we've been talking again, and of course we're back together again. And this movie was kind of like our first date as our as part of our new relationship. This was, you know, kind of what this date was kind of like what sealed us as a couple. So it was really, really cool. I don't say that to brag, just kind of to clarify that this movie just kind of, you know, holds a special place in my heart for that reason. So I'm not like I said, I'm not trying to brag saying I have a girlfriend or anything like that. I'm just, you know, saying that just for, you know, reasons. It has a special place in my heart and I love it. So really good memories of this movie. So at number 7 we have Sully. This one was really good. Clint Eastwood does a great job, great job with directing. I think almost as good as actually probably even better than his acting. I mean, he's proven that with $1 Million Baby and Gran Torino, and then even with American Sniper a few years ago. And now he's got Sully, which hopefully, I really hope Tom Hanks gets an Oscar nom for this one for Best Actor, because he did a really good job portraying this this real life hero. And I love the questions of morality in this movie. You know, is it really, you know, is he really a hero, or is he kind of the reason behind it? You know, is he the should we not view him as a hero? I can't think of a better way to phrase that. You know, was this really his fault, or did he actually save all these people, you know? And it's kind of interesting that one of my favorite songs, the theme song for the movie Drive, A Real Hero, was actually written about Captain Sullenberger. So yeah, Clint Eastwood did a great job directing. This was a tense movie. The scenes in the plane were really exciting. Aaron Eckhart was great. Tom Hanks was great. And yeah, so really interesting kind of documentary. Not really documentary, but very interesting. Is docudrama, is that the term for it? Yeah, we'll go with that. So yeah, definitely recommend you check out Sully. Considering it's probably going to be up for a few Oscars anyway, you should definitely check this one out. At number 6, we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. I actually was inspired to watch the original Cloverfield earlier this year at the news of this one coming out. I watched it, I loved it. I think it's one of the few times, like Chronicle, or this and Cloverfield and Chronicle are like the only two found footage movies I can think of off the top of my head that, you know, not only are they're not just stupid, you know, found footage horror movies, they're actually both really well constructed movies. You know, they're both really enjoyable. And then 10 Cloverfield Lane just added on that and made a sequel that surpasses the original. You know, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, or Weinstead, however you pronounce her name, she was fantastic as the lead in this movie. Oh god, John Goodman was incredible. You know, I love when every time he shows us that he's more than just a comedy actor. He can go beyond his role in Roseanne. He can go beyond playing his character from The Big Lebowski. You know, he can do more than just comedy. He's really good at drama as well, and he's really good at being creepy in this movie. So yeah, I loved him in this. Thought he did a fantastic job. The last half hour is not half hour, maybe like 20 minutes is a little. It's very different from the rest of the movie. You may have your own opinions on it. I don't want to say I'm mixed, but I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to go back and rewatch it to really get a full opinion on it, because the last half hour, or the last 20 minutes, I don't want to say is the weakest part of the movie, but it kind of, they reveal things that kind of makes you lose some of your suspense a little bit, you know what I mean? Or, you know, you kind of makes you lose some of the mystery of it. But overall, the whole movie is just incredible, though, I gotta say. Even though some people may not like the ending, the whole movie is fantastic, and it's really tense and really pretty scary, too. Scarier, you know, more horrifying than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more of a drama, but it was actually more of a horror movie, to tell you the truth. So yeah, I really like this one. Number 5, we have a movie that I thought was going to be much higher on the list, but turns out to only be number 5, but I'm still really glad it's on the list. I'm glad I can say that I'm glad that I can at least put it on my list. And that, of course, is Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I thought they did a great job, kind of connecting episodes 3 to episode 4. Really incredible performances by all the actors. I think they all did a good job. The last half hour with the action scenes they were all incredible. You guys can see my review. I posted it on my channel only a few videos before this one. Really love it. Like I said, my only real critique with this one is the characters just you don't really feel emotionally connected to many of them at all. You don't really care, or I mean, you care when they die, but they're not like super sad, heartbreaking deaths like Han Solo in The Force Awakens or anything like that. They're just kind of like, like K2SO is probably the saddest death in the movie, and he's a robot. So if that kind of tells you anything about how I feel about the characters, I guess that's my only gripe, and that's kind of one of the only things that kind of pulls this movie back a little bit, in my opinion. And before we move on to the next one, guys, I just want to say, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. I'm filming this on the 27th. I don't know when I'll get it uploaded, but I'm filming this on December 27th, 2016. I just got word like 2 or 3 hours ago that she had passed away. So rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. We loved you in Star Wars. You were such an incredibly talented actress. You were funny. You knew how to, be dramatic. And we'll always remember you for your incredible role in Star Wars. We love you, and really fantastic job in those movies, and just with your whole career. So yeah, I'm really gonna miss her. Just want to put that out there, because I just got word, like I said a few hours ago, that she passed away, and I really wanted to just kind of just say something about it. I wanted to address it. So yeah, definitely rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. Like I said, we love you. You're a great actress, and you will be missed for sure. At number 4, we have a movie, like I said, the director of Patriots Day did another movie earlier this year that this was a big shocker. I thought I was going to like this one, but I did not expect to like it as much as I did, and that is Deepwater Horizon. This is, of course, the drama starring Mark Wahlberg about the oil spill that happened off the Gulf of Mexico back in, I believe it was it was somewhere between like 08 and 010 or 09. It was one of those 3 years, I think. All I remember is that we were in vacation in Mexico when we got like the word of it, and we went both in 08 and 2010. So it was, I don't remember which trip it happened on, so it's got to be like one of those 2 years. But yeah, so they did a really good job. They did a really good job with the whole, like, the horror. This movie was kind of horrifying too, in a way. This one was really dramatic. You've got, really, like the first hour of the movie is really, you get introduced to all the, or not hour, I want to say like 45 minutes. You get introduced to all the characters. You kind of learn about their jobs and everything, and you kind of learn who's the bad guy, who's kind of the good guy in a way. You've got a few shady people in the business, and then when the whole thing just goes to hell, and this oil is shooting everywhere and everything's exploding, it's a straight up survival movie. It's intense. Honestly, I almost got teary-eyed a bit at the end when they're talking about who died, and they're showing pictures of the real-life people and everything. And it's like, people are... I remember I saw a few people walking out of the theater when they're showing pictures of the real people that the actors portrayed. It's like, you a-hole, seriously? You're not even gonna... You're not even gonna stay and, see pictures, or, see these tributes to these incredible people who lost their lives on this... on this disaster. You're not even gonna... I don't know, it rubs me the wrong way when people do that. It's like, seriously, stay, okay? It's like, this is probably the one part of the movie. You should definitely want to, see these tributes, I don't know where I'm going with it. You guys know what I'm saying, though. It's disrespectful, is all I'm trying to say. But yeah, so really incredible movie. Mark Wahlberg did a fantastic job, as did all the other actors. I'm drawing a blank on some of the other ones right now, but yeah, definitely love this movie, Deepwater Horizon. Definitely hope this one gets some Oscar nominations as well. So at number 3, you guys, I'm sure a lot of you probably predicted this because I did a few videos on it, talking about it earlier this year. Captain America Civil War. Love Captain America Civil War. This one was incredible. It's my new favorite MCU movie. It surpasses the Avengers in my opinion. But yeah, they did a really good job with the dividing the sides and everything. Team Cap, Team Tony, or Team Stark, whatever you want to say. So yeah, they did a really good job with this one. I love the whole, the airport scene has got to be one of the coolest superhero battles ever. I absolutely love it. Really incredible. And then the final scene with Captain America and Iron Man and, Winter Soldier was awesome. So yeah, everything about this movie, I loved it. I thought they did a great job. The whole villain guy, the guy that kind of, what's his name, Zemo, the one that pits them against the Avengers, he kind of pits them against each other. He probably wasn't needed, but, I've heard people complain about him, but I think he did fine for what his role was. I love the introduction of Black Panther and Spider-Man. Can't wait for Spider-Man Homecoming later this year. I'm almost certain it's going to be on my best of 2017 list, probably. So yeah, really did love this one. Definitely. So definitely check it out, but I'm sure you've all probably seen it already anyway. So yeah, love Civil War. Number 2 and number 1, I should have flipped around. I'm going to say that right now. I should have these two flipped around. But as it stands, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm ranking them based on rewatchability and enjoyment, and not on, you know, which is the better movie. Because if I'm ranking them on which is the better movie, then number 2 is going to be number 1. But because I'm ranking them on rewatchability, enjoyment, I'm going to put number 2 as Hacksaw Ridge. Man, this movie really, this is the shocker of the year for sure. I've said that about a few on this list, but this one for sure, more than any of them. I went into this one, you know, expecting to see like a cool, you know, World War II drama and inspiring tale about this guy, Desmond Doss, who did this incredible thing in the war, and I kind of expected to leave the theater, you know, being, you know, feeling inspired and, you know, just thinking that was a really well-made movie. I'm glad Mel Gibson is back in the game, you know, after the reviews I'd heard, but my God, I did not expect to leave the theater feeling like I did. You know, I felt slightly, you know, inspired, heartbroken, you know, it's like the battle scenes is like Saving Private Ryan level, I mean, dramatic, like, oh my God, they really hit you hard. The first half of this movie is a really good, you know, at developing his character, of, you know, Desmond Doss, played amazingly by Andrew Garfield, who I feel should deserve an Oscar nomination and probably win the Oscar for Best Lead Actor. So I thought he did an incredible job, and some of the supporting actors, I can't think of the main girl right off the top of my head, but she's a famous actress. You've probably heard her name before. Like I said, I cannot think of her name right now. Hugo Weaving as his dad, I thought did a really good job. Vince Vaughn as the drill sergeant did a great job. Everybody had great performances in this movie. Mel Gibson is back. He really knows how to direct. Say what you will about the guy, but he is a great director. He's a mastermind behind the camera. I love his work, and this was one of his best movies, I would say. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to buy this one and watch it again. Like I said, you feel kind of dirty after watching it because it's so gritty, and the last hour of it is just so nail-bitingly intense and horrific. But it's a really well-made, really well-constructed movie, and it's a really nice tribute to the hero. I can't even put enough emphasis on that, the hero that Andrew Garfield's portraying in this movie. This guy, there's like rumored to have saved 70 lives. This pacifist who went into battle without being, you know, not even wanting to touch a gun at all, saved 70 people's lives in, you know, World War II. Or was it, yeah, World War II. World War I or World War II, but I think it was World War II. Yeah, because they were fighting the Japanese, so it must have been World War II, yeah. But yeah, so this guy is incredible, inspiring tale. Definitely recommend you check it out. Can't rave enough about it. I love it. And we're coming up at almost 20 minutes here, so I'm going to try and make this number 1 pick quick. Number 1, you guys probably all know what it is. It's Deadpool. This movie, like I said, I feel horrible for putting this above Hacksaw Ridge, but if we're going just on sheer, you know, rewatchability and just, you know, how entertained you are while watching it, nothing this year beats Deadpool. It's funny, it's absolutely hilarious. The action scenes are great. The dialogue is just so smart and witty. And you can hate on me if you want for putting such, you know, a dumb, you know, cheesy movie on as my number 1, but they did the character of Deadpool so much justice. I absolutely love it. Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role. I love this movie. I could talk about it all day, but I'm not going to because we're coming up on almost 20 minutes here, and yeah, I really love Deadpool, guys. I thought this one was incredible. Especially for the first-time director, too. I don't know the name of the director. I think it's Tim Miller. Is that the guy? Yeah, this is like his first movie ever, and it's crazy. And then I can't wait for Deadpool 2. It sounds like there's some production problems right now. I really hope they move past that, because I cannot wait to see that. I heard there's a character named Cable that there's rumor that Ron Perlman, one of my favorite actors, might be playing. I don't know much about the character, but I love Ron Perlman, so I hope that rumor might be true. But yeah, so I cannot wait for Deadpool 2. I loved all the jokes, all the references, and yeah, while this might not be the best made movie of the year, it's for sure my favorite movie of the year, and the one that's going to stick with me the most. So definitely check out all 10 of these movies, guys, as well as my 3 honorable mentions. And I cannot wait for 2017. We're probably going to be able to make like a top 20 next year. There's so many awesome movies coming out. We got a new Christopher Nolan movie. We've got Guardians 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming, War of the Planet of the Apes, Star Wars Episode 8. Oh my god, there's just too many to list. I could go on and on. Alien Covenant. Yeah, so I cannot wait for 2017. Should be an awesome year for movies. Let me know if there's any movies you want me to review that are coming out soon down in the comments. And I will see you later, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Happy 2017.